Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. In the last episode, we kicked off season number 4, and I think things started off pretty well. We had a nice opening day win against the Sonics with Jason Tatum dropping 34, 8, and 7 in his Knick debut. And then the injury bug came and hit us bad. Coco Diablo, Ahmed Kabongo, and Jason Tatum all suffered injuries that are expected to keep them out for over a month. Coco got injured against Seattle, and the other two guys got hurt in this game against Baltimore, a game that we ended up winning by 31 points despite 21 from former Knick Splash Mayo. We still beat Boston in what was supposed to be Jason Tatum's return, but obviously he did not play, considering he is injured. So for the next month or so, without Tatum and the other guys, we're going to need all of our healthy players to step up. DJ Ramses will get a true opportunity as the number one scorer, and guys like RJ Barrett, Cesar DiCarlo, and others are going to be asked to provide bigger roles, specifically offensively. So this is what the lineup is going to look like for now. DiCarlo, Ramses, Barrett, Feinstein, and Wiseman. I talked about the idea of having DJ Ramses come off the bench when Jason Tatum is back. Ramses would keep his minutes and he would still close out games, but I think having him lead the second unit isn't that bad of an idea. But with Tatum probably not playing at all during today's episode, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. I simulated up to this Rockets game in specific because I really wanted to face off against them. Houston won the NBA Finals last year and brought back most of their core. Jalen Green, last year's Finals MVP, leads the way. He signed a huge contract extension in free agency, and they've got other great players. Of course, Jabari Smith, Jaden Lewis-Cameron, and J.J. Henderson, all of their top draft picks these past few seasons. And of course, Anthony Davis, the man in the middle who was the final piece of the puzzle last year to help them win the championship. I think seeing how we perform against a team like this is going to be a really good measuring stick for us to see how he can perform over the next month or so without Jason Tatum in the lineup. Before we get started, I do have one quick thing I would like to point out. If you watched my Titans franchise episode that I uploaded a couple days ago, you may remember that I had trouble recording the in-game audio. That was the case here in the first game of this episode as well. So instead of the in-game audio, you're just going to have a background song or background music playing over my commentary. And luckily, I realized this before I recorded the second game of the episode, and for that game, it will be fixed. James Wiseman wins the tip-off here for the Knicks, and we are underway. Knicks and Rockets both rocking their alternate jerseys, and yes, I will address the elephant in the room. Cesar DiCarlo cut his hair, so let me know what you think of his new hairdo down in the comments. DiCarlo starts off quick with a nice pass for DJ Ramses, who scored a career-high 42 points in our win over the Boston Celtics in the last episode. 3-0, here's Jalen Green looking to go inside with the spin move. Green has Lonzo Ball wide open for 3. When Lonzo entered the league, he was not a good shooter, but he has turned that into a strength of his game, knocking it down from beyond the arc. Here's Barrett inside and 1. RJ Barrett scoring in contact, drawing the foul. He would miss the 3-throw, however, and in transition, Lonzo Ball will hit another 3, his second within the first minute of the game, and it's 5-6. Lonzo brings it up the floor, goes inside, he's trapped, and he's going to connect with the big fella, Anthony Davis, who knocks down the triple. The Rockets are living and dying by the 3 here in the opening minutes. 9-7 your score. AD steals it away from Wiseman. On the other end, he finds Lonzo in the corner, who lets it fly again. The Rockets have made 4 field goals today, and they're all 3s. The Knicks have to defend better on the perimeter. 7-12, Houston really starting to get on a nice little run. Lonzo Ball lobs it up for the big fella, Anthony Davis. It's been a 2-man show right now. Lonzo and Davis are dominating. Here's AD again. He has it stripped away and stolen. Ramses makes the play, connects with RJ Barrett. He goes inside for Patrick Feinstein, who throws it down. Feinstein has some bunnies. I know he doesn't look like he can jump, but boy, he can jump. 16-9. Here's Jalen Smith with a nice floater inside. And 4 Eyes will make it 18-9. The Knicks offense has been pretty bad here through the opening 6 minutes or so with only 9 points. Looking to get something going as Cam Reddish hits the 3, assisted by the rookie, Zachariah Royster, the 25th overall pick out of Purdue. Here is Green. He connects with Kyra Lewis Jr., and he gets the 3 to rattle in. The Rockets are continuing to really focus on getting their shots off from the perimeter, and they have been very efficient from 3. Lewis inside, scores in contact. Look at that score. The Rockets are dominating as they lead 25-14. The Knicks perimeter defense and the Knicks offense as a whole have not been very good. The rookie, Rashawn Garnachucky, hits the three for the Rockets, and it's now 28-15 with not a lot of time left here in the quarter as the layup is good for Kira Lewis, and Houston is up by 15 points. The Knicks looking to get one more shot off. Barrett will connect on the mid-ranger, but overall a not-so-good first quarter for the Knicks, really on either side of the floor as they trail big. Now 34-19. New York's got to go on an early run here in the second as Barrett gets it out to the rookie, Zachariah Royster, who hits the three. Overall, I think Royster has been very impressive through his first 7+ games. The kid looks like he can play. And if you find a late first rounder who can play right off the bat, that's generally a good sign. Jaden Lewis-Cameron makes the floater. It's now 22-36. Here comes Jalen Green inside on the move. Shot no good, but Jabari Smith Jr. is there for the rebound and the putback. 24-38 now. Lewis-Cameron guarded by R.J. Barrett. The former number 1 overall pick. Lewis-Cameron inside for Anthony Davis, who gets the dunk. The Rockets made a mistake with passing on Christopher Killebrew for Jaden Lewis-Cameron a few years ago, but the guy can absolutely pass the ball. And speaking of passing, great ball movement on this possession by the Rockets, and they had 3 shots on that possession, finished off by an Anthony Davis putback. 24-42, Jalen Green, a lob is successful, and Houston is up by 20. This is getting ugly for the Knicks, who just look horrible right now. Jaden Lewis-Cameron connects with Jalen Green, who knocks down the 3, and this score is just getting worse and worse. I know the Rockets haven't been all that good this year, but right now they look like the defending NBA champs. There's a nice move by DJ Ramses hitting the step-back 3. The Knicks need Ramses to get hot, or else this could get even more of a blowout. So you just got to keep feeding him the ball as he hits another triple. Nice shot for DJ Ramses, averaging 20 a night so far this season for the Knicks. Jabari Smith goes inside for Davis, who has the size mismatch. Not much DJ Ramses can really do there. Anthony Davis is a little bit too big and a little bit too powerful. Reddish gets it over to DJ Ramses, hoping to make another play on the move, hits the line 2. DJ Ramses is starting to heat up now, but defensively, the Knicks still are not playing very well as it's 32-50. Lonzo goes inside for Jalen Smith, who dunks it home, and the Rockets are back up by 20. Here's Jackson Watkins, sends it in the corner for a wide-open man. It's the rookie, Kepri Kane, who hits the 3. For being a late second-round pick, I think Kane's debut few weeks in the NBA have been very promising. Barrett in the corner for the other second-round rookie, Alexander Killebrew, who knocks down the 3. Killebrew's had a little tougher time adjusting to the league compared to Kane, but both of them are giving the Knicks solid minutes. Barrett hits another 3, and the Knicks cut the lead to 12. I know the first half was not pretty at all, but New York is finally playing some good basketball. The offense started to heat up there down the stretch in the first half, and it seems like the momentum is starting to shift their way, so hopefully they can keep it going as we approach the second half. DJ Ramses leads the way with 13. The Knicks got to be able to stop Anthony Davis, who looks like he has turned back the clock. This looks like Pelicans Anthony Davis right now. 45-56. Here's Lonzo Ball off the screen. Goes inside for the big fella, Anthony Davis, who throws it down, and the Rockets extend their lead. 45-58 now. Barrett gets it over to Cesar DiCarlo. His shot is no good, but Wiseman is there for the rebound and the putback. Nice play by the big fella, James Wiseman, who has 12 boards right now. Davis gets it over to Jalen Green, who's been somewhat quiet today for the Rockets as he blows by Ramses and gets the dunk. DJ Ramses was just very flat-footed on that possession as DiCarlo misses the 3. And DiCarlo appears to still be on the ground, clutching at his leg. That is really bad news because we know Cesar DiCarlo has a history of leg injuries, so to add another one to the list is really bad. DJ Ramses looks like he wants to square up with somebody. It looks like he just blew a gasket, and if not for Patrick Feinstein holding him back, I think he would have rocked someone in the face. Does he think somebody intentionally injured Cesar DiCarlo? As we look at the play here, as DiCarlo shot the ball, he landed into Lonzo Ball's foot. I don't think that was intentional, but I guess you never know. DiCarlo was able to get back up, but after the play, you could see him limping back to the bench in some pain. So the trainers are going to have to check him out. Hopefully it's not too bad. because, again, Cesar DiCarlo has a history of leg injuries, so for him to add another one would be really bad. Jalen Smith dunks it home. It's now 47-63. Here's DJ Ramses off the pick and roll over to Feinstein in the corner for RJ Barrett, who knocks down a three. The Knicks are shooting the ball very well from the perimeter over the last 5 or so minutes. Here's Khalif Doumbou, gets it in the corner for Reddish, who blows by the defender, inside for the contested layup. The Knicks are continuing to chip away at this lead as they're now only down by 11. Here's Lonzo, guarded by Doumbou, looking to go inside with the Euro step, and he makes the layup. Nice play for Lonzo Ball, who's been very impressive tonight as a scorer. Doumbou is trapped, hoping somebody gets open. He gets it in the corner for Killer Cam Reddish, who knocks down the three. It's just a 10-point game. The Knicks are now in takeover mode. Reddish off the screen, sends it in the corner for RJ Barrett. He knocks down a three, and the Knicks only trail by 7. New York is rallying for their injured player, Cesar DiCarlo, as Barrett, step back, heat check, bang! What a shot by RJ Barrett, who is on fire, now with 18 points. It's just a 4-point game, 61-65. Here's Kane with the slam. Kepri Kane's dunk makes it a 2-point game. Remember when the Knicks were down by 23? That was not too long ago. The Rockets are going to look to respond as Garnet Chucky hits the open three. Huge shot for Houston. They needed to get that one back as they are ahead by 5. Lewis has his pocket picked by Jackson Watkins. He goes inside for Kepri Kane, who makes the fancy layup. Kepri Kane has been impressive as a scorer today, and he does all the little things really well for a rookie. Here's Jalen Smith. He gets called out of bounds, loses his footing. Man, things are going really well right now for the Knicks. Jackson Watkins inside. He is blocked. A big play there defensively for the Rockets. And on the other end, the rookie, Rashawn Garnachucky, makes the layup. 65-70 now. Here's Cam Reddish. He's trapped. Goes inside for the big fella. Zachariah Royster. And one. The rookie flexing on him as it's again a one-score game. 68-70. Still no update on DiCarlo's injury as J.J. Henderson hits the three. Henderson was the second overall pick a couple years ago out of Memphis. He has a much bigger role than he did last year for the Rockets. And look who's in the game. Cesar DiCarlo is back for the Knicks as Anthony Davis catches the lob. 70-75. Here's Davis, guarded by Wiseman. Looks to go inside. His shot is good. But it is really nice to see Cesar DiCarlo back. He suffered a sore right ankle. It's a day-to-day injury, and it's not going to keep him out of this game. Lonzo hits the three. It seems like right when Cesar DiCarlo got hurt, things went well for the Knicks. And right when he came back in, the Rockets went on a big run. I don't know if there's any correlation or not. The Rockets lead by 10. The Knicks brought it as close as 2 points. Now in the fourth quarter, DiCarlo still in for the Knicks as Royster goes inside. Pump fake has Ramses wide open for three, and DJ Ramses knocks it down. His first bucket of the second half. 73-80 now. Here's Feinstein over to Cesar DiCarlo. Hobbling with an ankle injury. On the move. Mid-ranger is good. Nice shot for Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion. And it's now 75-80. The lob for Davis is unsuccessful. Lewis Cameron gets it back. He'll get it over to Davis, guarded by DiCarlo. And that is a size mismatch that the Rockets are going to take advantage of all day, every day. 77-82 now. Here's Jalen Green. Gets the screen from Davis. Green inside. Nice move. Hits the mid-ranger. And the Rockets lead by 7. Now they lead by 9. 77-86 with about 5 minutes left to go in the ballgame. DiCarlo gets it over to Patrick Feinstein. And the mullet knocks down the three. 80-86 now. Can the Rockets make a play here on this possession? Green off the screen. He misses the three. Jalen Smith, however, gets the putback. The Knicks have really struggled allowing offensive rebounds tonight. The Rockets have done great along the offensive glass. Step back. 3-ball is good for DJ Ramses. And the deficit is cut to 5. 83-88. Here's Jaden Lewis Cameron. Goes inside. And he is denied. Zachariah Royster sends that one to next week. Oh my goodness, what a play by Royster Moister. Here's a lob for Jabari Smith, makes the layup. Rockets lead by 6. The Knicks are continuing to hang around, but it still feels like Houston has control. Anthony Davis has James Wiseman inside, step back, knocks it down. I did not know Anthony Davis had that in his repertoire, especially being around 32, 33 years old at this point. Nice steal from Barrett. The Knicks pulling it in transition. Barrett is trapped. He sends it in the corner for Killa. Cam. Reddish. 88-92. Rams is inside. He will pump fake. Goes for Wiseman. He is blocked by Jabari Smith. Big play for the Rockets. However, the Knicks will keep possession. Here's DJ Ramses on the inbound over to Barrett. Lets it fly. Got it! RJ Barrett hits the three, and it is a 1-point game, the closest this deficit has been since the first quarter. Royster inside for Barrett, and he is fouled as the Knicks have a chance to take the lead with 1:39 left on the clock. Barrett knocks down the first free throw. He's up to 23 points, and the second one for RJ is good. For the first time since the opening minute of the first quarter, the Knicks are winning. They once trailed by 23, but now have the lead. Lonzo inside for the big fella, Anthony Davis. The Knicks lead ends up being very short-lived as it lasts about 5 seconds. Here's Ramses, goes inside, pump fake, hoping somebody gets open. He'll try to take it himself, and he misses the layup. The Rockets have a huge opportunity to pounce after that untimely miss as Green connects with Anthony Davis for the slam. The Rockets lead by 3 with a little over a minute left on the clock. DJ Ramses drives inside, misses another layup. Royster with the board, and he misses a layup. That's 3 shots inside, and the Knicks couldn't hit one of them. 93-96, under a minute to go. Fadeaway. AD knocks it down. A huge shot for the Rockets, and they're up by 5. The Knicks have to score here. Ramses gets it over to Barrett. Barrett looking for the screen from Wiseman. Barrett connects with Reddish in the corner. Bang! Cam Reddish hits the 3, and it's a 2-point game. The Knicks do not look like they're going to foul right away. Here is Davis. Fadeaway again. Wow! Anthony Davis makes another play as the Knicks call a timeout. Their last. Trailing by 4 with about 24 seconds left. You don't have to go for a 3 here, but Barrett is open. His shot is short. Davis with the rebound, and it's time to play the foul game as they get it in the hands of Jalen Green. 98-103 with just seconds left on the clock. They've got to get rid of it quickly. What are the Knicks doing? Ramses' 3 is no good, and that'll wrap up this ball game. The Rockets take it home 103-98. The Knicks showed a lot of toughness, grit, and resiliency in this game, at one point trailing by 23 points, and they came all the way back to have the lead at one point for about a whopping total of 4 seconds. Would have been nice to win this game, but this isn't the worst loss you can take with a comeback like this. Anthony Davis with 35 and 14. He was a monster. He turned back the clock, and it looked like it was prime AD today. RJ Barrett with 24 shot the 3-ball well. 21 for Ramses, 14 for Reddish, and Wiseman had 14 boards. Obviously, the concern with this game is the Cesar DiCarlo injury. He was able to return to the game, and it's not a serious injury. I decided to hold him out for the next game against Atlanta just to be precautionary and play things safe. So we're going to simulate here up to this Detroit game. I really wanted to play against the Pistons. They're 7-1, playing very well so far. So we have some good news on the injury front, as Ahmed Kabongo is going to be back healthy. He missed roughly about, I would say, 3.5 weeks when he was supposed to miss more time, and I'm going to have him start at center. His rating is higher than James Wiseman, and I want to give him an opportunity to see what he can do as the starter. In the 5 games we simulated, we ended up going 3-2. Notably, we had this game against the Kings, and that was Kabongo's first start of the year, where he had 6-4. Wiseman was honestly a little bit better, although he did shoot 0-4 from beyond the arc. So let's take a look at the Pistons. They're 10-3. They have the best record in the Eastern Conference. They've got themselves a squad, led by Cade Cunningham, who is wearing number 20. Just go with it. When the Pistons signed Kawhi Leonard, they gave him the number 2, switching Cade Cunningham's number, and when I went to switch it back, well, it turns out I couldn't, because number 2 is actually retired by the Pistons, so neither Cade or Kawhi wear number 2. Nonetheless, this is a great team. Of course, they have Jaden Ivey as well, who's really developed into a great young guard. I feel like these are like the new bad boys of the NBA. They've got all of the former criminals or former bad people. Not these guys at the top, Cade, Ivy, Kawhi. They're cool people. But Miles Bridges, 27 days, 27 nights. Justice Baxter was a first-rounder by the Magic, and he was cut for no reason. He was signed by the Pistons after his rookie year, so I can only assume he did something bad. They also have Josh Primo as well. So, yeah. They've got some size as well with Jalen Duren and Banyu Wibawa. So this is a really good young core led by, of course, Cade, Ivy, and Duren. And these guys are all really playing well with the addition of Kawhi Leonard. And they also have Osiris Kane, the twin brother of Kepri Kane, who's on our team. Osiris Kane has not played yet, and I anticipate we probably won't see him on the floor tonight, but that's not atypical for a second-round rookie. I'm excited to see what we can do against probably the best team in the Eastern Conference up to this point. The Pistons got themselves a squad. They are a really, really strong team. They have very good guard play. They have good vets, good size, and I think our Knicks are going to be in for a very tough test against a team who we could see again in the playoffs, although being 13 games into the season, I think it's a little bit early to deem it a playoff preview. Kabongo and Duren meet at center court for the tip. It goes to Jalen Duren, and we are underway. Pistons and Knicks here at the Garden, two of the best teams in the East. This Cesar DiCarlo strips it away from Cade Cunningham. On the other end, DiCarlo throws it down. Cesar DiCarlo obviously suffered an injury in the first game today, and he only missed the one game afterwards against Atlanta. DiCarlo thinks about the shot, doesn't take, and he's intercepted by Kawhi Leonard, the former Defensive Player of the Year. Leonard in the corner connects with Cade Cunningham, who knocks down the triple. Nice shot for Cade, who has really developed nicely into an all-star player. Him and his backcourt mate, Jaden Ivey. Cunningham goes inside for the layup, and the Pistons now lead 5-2. DiCarlo calls for a screen, hoping somebody can get open as he sends it over to Patrick Feinstein, who quickly lets it rip. With Jason Tatum coming back into the starting lineup soon, Patrick Feinstein's time as a starter is pretty much nearing a close. I think Feinstein's done well with this new role. He's averaging around 10 a game. He's really improved from his last couple of years. As Cade Cunningham hits another shot, he's hot with 8 early points here in the opening 2 minutes of the game. Ramses step back. He's cooking Jaden Ivey as he hits the step back 3. Nice shot for DJ Ramses, and so far both offenses look fantastic up to this point. Here's Jaden Ivey inside with the slam. He is so explosive. He's got a quicker first step than just about anybody, and he is dynamic going to the basket. Here's DiCarlo, sends it in the corner for DJ Ramses, who knocks down another 3. 11-10 now your score. We're only just barely 2.5 minutes into the game. There's so much offense so far as Kawhi Leonard makes the layup. Nice shot for Detroit, and they're back ahead 12-11. Both teams are passing the lead around like a blunt so far as DiCarlo launches a dime for RJ Barrett. He knocks down the open 3, and it is now 14-12. This feels like a Big 12 football game. There's so much scoring, and there's like no defense. Jalen Duren on the baseline gets it over to Kawhi Leonard, who's wide open, and throws it down. Similar to Anthony Davis, I think Kawhi Leonard has certainly regressed a little bit, but he is obviously still a major asset for this team. Feinstein, step back over Bridges, and it's good. Nice shot for perfect Patty, and it's 16-14 as Duren gets it over to Cade Cunningham, draws the double. That means somebody's open, and it's Kawhi Leonard. Cade and Kawhi have both been on a scoring rampage to start this game off, as it's 17-18. Ramses fools the defender on the pump fake and throws it down! Hello, DJ Ramses. Oh, my goodness. What a slam for Ramses. He's got 8. Ivy gets it over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham hoping somebody can get open. He sends it back over to Jaden Ivey, and he throws it down, dunking it in front of James Wiseman. 20-19 now. Here's Josh Primo over to Jackson Hayes. He's got pogo sticks for legs, showing him on that play. Following possession, it's Cam Reddish inside with the Cam Slam. And the Knicks lead 21-22. Reddish, step back, 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by the rookie, Zachariah Royster inside. Hook shot, no good. Grabs the board again and gets the putback. The offensive outburst really has not slowed down at all. Here's Banyu Wibawa inside, has the size mismatch with Watkins. No good, but puts it back on the slam. And the Pistons are back ahead, but not for long, as it's now 26-25. Here's Baxter inside, back for Banyu Wibawa, who throws it down again. 27-26 now, Baxter in the corner, looks for Jaden Ivey, pump fake. Nice shot for Ivey, whose long-range shot really has improved throughout his NBA career, making him a very complete player, particularly offensively. Dumbu for the tie, no good, but Wiseman is there quickly for the offensive rebound and the putback. 29-28, Knicks looking for the lead. Dumbu looks to make a play as he will get it over to Jackson Watkins. Watkins connects with Cam Reddish, who knocks down the three-pointer, and the Knicks are ahead 29-31 with just seconds left in the quarter. Open three for Baxter, won't fall. Wiseman with the board. Knicks are going to have to get a shot off quickly. It's Watkins, and it is no good. Both teams scored the ball at a very high level there in the first quarter. And while I think the offensive outburst slowed down a little bit, still very, very impressive as we go to the second quarter. DJ Rams is off the catch, knocks down a quick three. He is up to 11 on the day. Baxter looks inside. He connects with Kawhi Leonard, the claw, guarded by Barrett. And Kawhi wins that battle as the shot rolls in. And it's a one-score game once again. 34-31. Here's Ramses in the corner for Jackson Watkins. Watkins gets it over to Kane. Out to R.J. Barrett, who hits the three-pointer as the Knicks continue to shoot the ball well from beyond the arc. Step back for Kawhi. Thought about it, doesn't take. In the corner for Miles Bridges, who lobs it up for the big fella, Jalen Duren. 33-37. Pistons with the steal in transition. It's Miles Bridges with the slam. He hit that ball down hard. Wouldn't be the first time for him, unfortunately, as Bridges goes inside for Duren. He draws the double, then gets out of the double and throws it down. Big-time dunk for Jalen Duren. And on the following possession, he gets another one. Duren dunks it down, posterizing R.J. Barrett as the Pistons are back ahead. 39-37, it's a jump ball with DiCarlo and Bridges. Unsurprisingly, won by Bridges. Ends up in the hands of Cade Cunningham, who hits the step-back three-pointer. The Pistons are hot. They lead by 7, one of the biggest leads of the game so far. Here's Duren with the size mismatch with Kepri Kane, who's a good interior defender, but he cannot hold down Duren. 46-37 now. Here is DiCarlo in the corner with a dime for DJ Ramses, who hits another three, his fourth here in the first half, and the Knicks get back on the board. 48-40 now. DiCarlo drives inside, goes for the big fella, Ahmed Kabongo, the third-year pro from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and he gets the and one. 50-43, Pistons ahead, 3.5 to go in the first half. Baxter has it stripped away by Ramses. On the other end, Ramses lobs it up for Feinstein, who throws it down. Patrick Feinstein is really athletic. Some of the dunks he's had this year are insane. I feel like he's gotten significantly more bounce over the summer. 50-45, DiCarlo off the screen, goes inside, heaves one up, and draws the foul. That was a 5-on-4 possession because on the other end, Josh Primo, as you can see here, looks like he hurt his leg or his ankle. Man, it couldn't have happened to a better person, am I right? So the Pistons may be without Josh Primo for 4 to 6 weeks as he ends up suffering a pretty bad ankle injury. Following Knicks possession, great ball movement and great finish by James Wiseman, who throws it down to make it a one-score game as we look at the replay again. Wow, great passing by New York. Here comes the Pistons. Cunningham inside, no good. Rebounded by Banyu Wibawa, who throws it down. Big-time dunk by Wibawa, and it's 54-51 with about a minute to go here in the half. Cam Reddish drives inside. Contested layup is good. Nice shot for Reddish, and it's a one-point game once again. Following New York possession, here's Dumbu. Drives inside and throws it down. Khalif Dumbu puts the Knicks ahead. Their lead would not last long as it's 56-55. And Dumbu again makes another play. This time it's an and one. A huge layup for Khalif Dumbu. And it's 57-58. Shot from Ivy for the lead. No good. Knicks are going to have to heave one up quickly. And they're going to get a good look for Dumbu. But his shot is no good. 57-58 is your score going into halftime. I think offensively both teams have ran a really fast pace. And because of that, we've seen a lot of shots. And both teams are hitting a lot of them as well. Cunningham and Ramses leading the way through their respective teams. I think both teams are really moving the ball well, too. The passing from both squads has been really good. Into the second half, Knicks now up by 2 as Kawhi lobs it up for the big fella, Jalen Duren. 59-59 following New York possession. Here's Cesar DiCarlo, quiet first half in terms of scoring, which is 4 points. But he creates some room, heaves up a fadeaway three, and it is good. Big time shot for DiCarlo as it's now 62-59. Kawhi off the pick and roll, goes inside for Bridges, who throws it down, and it's back to a 1-point game. Now a 3-point game. Here's Jaden Ivey, gets the screen. Cesar DiCarlo tries to play help defense inside, but he forgot about Cade Cunningham, who hits the three. Bold strategy to leave Cade Cunningham completely wide open. 64-64 now. Here's DeCarlo. Drives inside, pump fake. He has the double. And DJ Ramses hits the open three. It's an even bolder strategy to leave him wide open. 66-67. Barrett tries to drive. He gets it to DeCarlo. Inside for Kabongo, who is the size mismatch with Cade Cunningham. Cunningham is every bit of his 6'6" frame. He might be even taller, but Kabongo gets the upper hand now. The Pistons are in takeover mode. Everybody's on fire as Cunningham's lob is unsuccessful, but he gets it back, and he makes the layup after all that. Good awareness by Cade Cunningham to quickly get the ball back, and now both teams are in takeover mode. Everybody on the floor is on fire, but not literally, because that would be bad. DJ Ramses hits the three in the corner, 68-73. DeCarlo inside with the slam. DeCarlo's nearing a double-double. He's got 9 points and 9 assists with a big-time dunk over Jalen Duren. Cam Reddish has it on the baseline as DeCarlo goes inside, catches the defender off guard, and makes him pay as he gets the and one. The Knicks are going on a big-time run as they'll take an 8-point lead, their biggest lead of the ballgame. Kawhi Leonard looks to respond as he heaves up a circus shot and it falls. Nice layup for Kawhi. DeCarlo over to Wiseman, no good. DeCarlo with the board, out to the rookie, Zachariah Royster, who hits the line too. DeCarlo, by the way, now is a double-double, 12 points and 10 assists, and we still have 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Cesar is having himself a night offensively. Kawhi, guarded by Reddish, fade away under a ton of pressure, and he hits the shot. Cam Reddish was all up in his face, but he still makes it. DeCarlo off the screen, looks to find somebody open. It's killer Cam Reddish. He hits the three, and it's 76-83. DeCarlo now with 12 and 11 as he gets it over to Royster. Back to DeCarlo. Three ball is good. Cesar DeCarlo has taken over this game in the third quarter. I know he's had his ups and downs in his career, but over these last 5 minutes, he's shown the flashes of why the Knicks are so high on him. Here's Duren inside, floats it in. Soft touch in the basket for Duren. 80-86, under a minute left in the quarter. Watkins lobs it up for Zachariah Royster. An incredible dunk for the rookie out of Purdue, switching hands and throwing it down with the left. 80-88, the Pistons respond with an and one. It's Jalen Duren who's been dominant tonight for the Pistons. Duren has been a grown man down there, and he's only barely 22 years old. The shot from Ivy is no good at the buzzer. 84-88 going into the fourth. Another very high-scoring quarter. We'll see if the Knicks defense can hopefully play a little bit better down the stretch to finish it off as Banyui Bawa gets things started for the Pistons with an early dunk. 86-88. Watkins brings it up the floor, gets it over to the big fella, Zachariah Royster, who hits the three. Royster is playing really well right now as he continues to get off to a great start in his young career. Cunningham no good. Duren with the rebound. Over to Miles Bridges. Bridges off the screen. Heaves up a three, and it is good. Jalen Duren's been so good on the offensive glass tonight, which has given the Pistons so many second chance looks. Bridges three, no good. But Wibawa gets the board. He misses. Duren with a third opportunity now as he gets it to Cade Cunningham, who hits the three. Again, the Pistons are dominating down low, grabbing offensive rebounds, and taking advantage of their second and even third chance opportunities. Cade Cunningham inside makes the floater, and the Pistons are back ahead, 96-95, with about 5.5 minutes left to go. Ramses, no good. Royster's there with the rebound and the putback. A grown man type dunk by Zachariah Royster. What a play for the rookie, who now has 15 and 7 off the bench. 96-97. Kawhi with it and about 5 minutes to go. Guarded by Barrett. Turnaround jumper is good. Nice shot for the Claw as it's 98-97. Three-pointer, no good. Who ends up with it? It's guess who? Jalen Duren, who's blocked. Kabongo snatches it out of midair. He gets it to Barrett, and Barrett hits the finger roll layup. Soft touch at the basket for R.J. Barrett as it's 98-99 with about 4 minutes to go. Shot for Duren, no good. Grabs his own rebound again, and he'll connect in the corner with the Claw. Kawhi Leonard, who hits the three. 101-100. Here's DeCarlo with it. Gets it to Kabongo. He has the size mismatch again with Cade Cunningham as he hits the turnaround layup to put the Knicks back ahead with about 2 minutes left on the clock. Can the Pistons make a play on this possession to get the lead back as it's a pick and roll from Miles Bridges He'll make the layup over Feinstein, and the Pistons are back ahead. A little bit over a minute to go. Here is Cesar DiCarlo off the screen. Goes inside for the rookie, Zachariah Royster, who is fouled by Cade Cunningham. I really like Royster's free throw. It's a simple, smooth motion as he hits the first one. He's got really good shooting mechanics for a 6'10" rookie, as the second one is good as well. Royster now is 17-8, closing out the game with the starters as it's a one-point game with under a minute to go. The shot is blocked. I think Royster got a hand on it there. Pistons get it back. Ivy for three. No good. Big stop for the Knicks, and they get it back on offense. I think they're going to try to get it in the hands of DJ Ramses as DiCarlo gets Ramses a good look for three. Bang! DJ Ramses hits the three. 103-107 with about 30 seconds left on the clock. Cade Cunningham inside, makes the layup, cuts the lead in half to 2 as the Knicks call a timeout. And I think the Knicks are going to be prepared to shoot free throws. On the inbound, Royster gets into the hands of Cesar DiCarlo, who is fouled by Cade Cunningham. DiCarlo will go to the line to shoot 2. He's an inconsistent shooter, but pretty good from the line as he sinks the first one. Nothing but net for DiCarlo. And then the second one is up, and it is good. The Knicks clutch here at the free-throw line down the stretch in this game as they are up by 4 with 25.3 seconds left on the clock. Pass in the corner for Cade. Wide open for 3. No good. Ramses with the rebound, and he will be fouled by Miles Bridges. And that's pretty much all she wrote. The New York Knicks win a high-scoring, exciting ball game, 113-108. This was a really good game. Both teams played very well. It wasn't just the scoring that was impressive on offense. It was the ball movement, the playmaking, the offensive rebounds. Both teams really executed well on the offensive end of the floor. DJ Ramses with 29 points. He shot a lot of threes, 17 for 14. I feel like that's too many. Cesar DiCarlo with a double-double, 19 of 13, and he had some big free throws for us down the stretch. And then Zachariah Royster off the bench in just 15 minutes with 17 and 8. Barrett and Reddish also in the double figures. As for the Pistons, Cade and Kawhi were both very good. Jalen Duren looked like a grown man down there with 14 and 12. Webawa was impressive down low. Jaden Ivey was pretty solid as well. But overall, we just shot the ball a little bit better, and we got to the line a lot more, which ultimately helped us win this game. And as good as the Pistons were on the offensive glass, so were we. Jason Tatum's hand injury is now a day-to-day injury. He should be back probably for our next game against the Blazers. So because of that, I think this is a good place to stop the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.